sleight of mouth. So we didn't just model it from coaches, we modeled it from people who are using it in speeches or using it in meetings or in very challenging conversations. And yeah, we're using the coaching frame because I think it's easier to get the how to use it in a fundamental way. But you can then do it in a meeting. The key is when you, even in a meeting, your first attention does need to be to your state, right? Because if you do go into a crash state, if you get triggered, then pretty much, even if you're using the sleight of mouth, it's probably going to be defensively or something. Secondly, it is important to have a desired state somewhere. So even if I want to keep going, okay, what is it we're trying to do? Now then in the meeting, obviously, you may be able to ask some of the questions, but sometimes what you're going to just do is yourself. Let's say somebody says something in a certain way, and you might want to say, let me make sure I understand what you're saying, and then you rephrase it in a new way, right? So you just have to do it a little bit differently than you would as a coach. And again, the specific mechanics are probably going to depend upon what is your position and your role in that meeting. Obviously, if you're a facilitator, you can do something different than if you're just a participant, or if you're, like you're saying, if you're the boss or if you're a team member. So I think the important thing is recognizing that it is always important to keep those red flags in mind. Sometimes what I will do at a meeting is maybe, and again, it depends on what is allowable or what is possible. I just bring that list of red flags and I say, hey, as we're having our meeting, maybe we can watch to see if any of these things happen. And if anybody notices one, you can raise your hand or something. It all depends upon the context and your position or your role. There are ways that you can do it, starting from the fundamentals, starting from some of those things like, okay, let's just make sure that in this meeting, we're aware of red flags if they occur. You can always say, all right, I want to start apply some of these patterns of genius. This meeting, I want to keep it focused on the future. Step is you had to do the best that you can. I want to be the best version of me, no matter what my role is and my position is. Then maybe the way I'm going to use that sleight of mouth is going to just be one simple thing when it's my turn to speak, and I'm just reformulating, or maybe I'm going to present a counterexample. So it's less formal, obviously, than those
Yeah.
steps, but the steps still are pointing in a kind of a direction of what is most helpful.
Mm-hmm.